Hello, everyone. Good evening, good night, good morning, wherever and whenever you are watching this. Welcome to Insights with Soularis, where I am your host, Jennifer. I have been a tarot reader for over 10 years now, and I am certified in over a dozen healing modalities from Reiki to sound therapy, so I do a little bit of it all. And those of you who are joining me again, or this is your first time, I love to start out with a message for the collective. Now, because this is the collective message, it's not going to be for everyone, but it still allows you to understand what energies are surrounding you for the rest of the week so you know how to navigate and make the most of it. And coming into the collective energy, it seems amazing. It seems like we are moving into a nurturing era, but with more of that tact and intelligence with it as well. So, those of you who have been planning and wanting all of these new ideals and wanting to start new projects, it is a fantastic time to move forward with that. You have of ability to go forward during this time and really make the most of your environment. But do be aware there may be some challenging information coming towards you. You may have things that may not necessarily be true, and it may indicate that you could possibly won't be wanting to leave one situation for a better situation, and that is okay. Just be aware that not all information coming to you this week will necessarily be true, but you will be stepping into more of your intuitive. So if somebody's trying to lie to you or just is not telling you the whole truth, you're gonna know because you're gonna be able to read people because not only are you acting with your emotions, but you still have that logical standpoint. Be like, oh, okay, I recognize that you're not telling me the complete truth. And then you can step back into your power and decide where to go from there. So just be aware of anybody who may not necessarily be wanting to show you everything that you want to see. And just know that if you do come across a delay, it's going to be for your best interest. Just go with it because ultimately what you're working towards will come to fruition. Just give it 3 weeks or 3 months, and then you'll start to really see that abundance coming through. But just continue on. So it definitely looks like a better week than what we had before because a lot of previous weeks we've just been in this kind of waiting period. So it's amazing to see that energy to start moving again. And also just be aware that we do have a full moon coming up, and that will be amazing for those who may want to step into more collaborative area and work with others. So keep that in mind because as we're going into Pisces, we are connecting more of our emotions, and we can use that to our advantage, especially if we do have projects that are coming forward and that we want to accomplish by the end of the year. So just again, keep all of that in mind as you continue on to the week. Use the energies of the week how you want, and then we'll go from there. We'll try again and check in with that collective next week. And we are taking a caller today. So have Carol from Indiana. Hello, Carol. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing really good. Have you had a tarot reading before?
Yes, I have.
Awesome, awesome. So what can I do for you today? What questions do you have on your mind?
I was just wondering if maybe you could uh, connect with my spirit guides to let me know if there's anything I should or should not be doing.
Okay, oh yeah, you have some strong ones coming in. It does seem automatically on the back and say that you have been thinking of something and it's not a wise choice. Your spirit guide's like, hey, no, we need to stop this. So we'll go to that a little bit more. Are you
I've been thinking a lot about trading in my vehicle and getting a different one, even though I don't want to. I don't know if is it regarding my vehicle.
let's see more information on the vehicle. Yeah, it's not time to step into that yet. So
Oh, good,
definitely
good.
say, hey, something it's not a good time to buy a car for you. Just flat out. It's not a good time because there's illusions and there's something about not having the self-confidence for knowing whether or not, and we were just talking about this in the collective messages, if you go buy a car now, you're definitely going to get stuck with somebody who's going to overcharge you or not be completely honest. So this is not a
Okay.
time to definitely do that. As far as your
Okay.
spirit guides, do you know who your spirit guides are? Have you connected with them at all?
Um, I yes. I was told, and I do believe there's some kind of a Native American a male figure, and I do believe my mother is a protector and watches over me, as well as my father. And I know there are other spirit guides. If there's a female one, a strong female presence too. I believe I have at least three or four total.
Mhm. So yeah, I immediately picked up on that feminine energy. So I did feel that a
Yeah.
maternal. So that makes sense if you were saying that your mother is watching over you. I was also feeling Mother Mary, and it doesn't matter if you're Christian or not, right? These are energies that work with everyone in every religion. So I'm feeling Mother Mary and Aphrodite for you, which
Wow,
makes sense
that's great.
if
Yes, it totally
Aphrodite's
makes sense.
coming in.
I'm not a religious, but I am spiritual, and I do, but I do believe in a divine feminine. Yes, and I do have pictures of the Virgin Mary in my room and stuff.
Wonderful. So I'm glad that resonates. And with
Yes,
Aphrodite, it does make sense that she's coming in, especially if you're worried about a vehicle, because she loves beautiful things. She likes luxury. So she is a great person to come in to make sure that you step in your divine feminine, that you get what you want, and that you don't get really screwed over. We don't want to get overcharged for a car or get
right,
a
right.
lemon car or anything like that. So let's see what other information is coming through. It does seem like you are gonna have, like, a masculine energy coming through to help you pick out a car, so if you do, like, have, um, that masculine energy that knows about cars that can go with you or start helping you find a car, that would help, so, that energy is playing in as well.
I believe
But
that next year might be the earliest time to look, not now.
yeah.
That's
Yeah,
what I'm
it's
thinking at
definitely
now.
not now.
Yeah.
No, I'm getting like almost this heartbreak energy coming in. Like something happened in the past, and it doesn't seem like it's necessarily recent. It could have happened like 2, 3 years ago, even if longer. Um, like, did you lose somebody, or did you have a really bad breakup or separation? Does any of that resonate with you?
Um. I've lost some pets.
Some.
That is, throughout my life, I've always been very close to all kinds of animals: birds,
Mhm.
prairie dogs, cats, dogs, and I had lost a dog a couple of years ago, and still, uh, and I do think about them and the animal, my pets that I've lost. Like I said, I was very close to them, but heartbreak, no. With people, no. Uh, I'm pretty headstrong, stubborn, and I don't really I don't have very many friends because I don't connect with a lot of people. I had some friends, but they were lower vibration. I had to get rid of them because I'm raising my vibration. My third eye is opening, and I'm getting more intuition. I get dreams, premonition dreams, and I'm getting more in tune with my psychic clairvoyance and clairsentience. And
Mhm.
I've been working and doing lots of research on spirituality, life after death, all kinds of things. And I'm growing more, and I don't rely, and I don't wear my heart on my sleeve. Never have
Mhm.
wear my heart, except when it comes to like animals and like my mother and things. Yes, but other than that, no, no more. Things are getting a lot better. I've had a lot of heartbreak in my younger years, but I'm 55 now, and I don't let myself get that vulnerable anymore.
Mhm. And yeah, I can see all of that in the cards because it brings in a feeling of loneliness, whether or not you're fully aware of that,
Oh yes,
that
I'm
you're
lonely when
still
I
carrying a lot
am.
of that with you.
Yeah, I feel like I'm alone when it comes to my beliefs, but with friends and family. Because I am more in height advanced. I'm an old soul, and I'm more enlightened than most people. I don't mean to brag. I'm not. It's not that I'm better. It's just that I not on the same mentality, and I don't think about the same things as most people do. and
Hmm.
that therefore I do feel alone. My mother was the only one I could when she was alive. But she was, I believe she's my soulmate, but and she's gone. But and yes, when she died, I lost part of my heart and my friend. She was my best friend, but yes, I do feel like I'm alone in the world, and uh, I'm a little different than most people. Yes, and it is and can be lonely sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's okay because as you're developing your abilities, we start to be able to connect with more energies, and that can help with the loneliness while we are looking for those of similar interests. As you are showing up as the Queen of Pentacles, which is amazing, especially since you're really connected to animals. So, as you're developing all your intuitive gifts, really work into working with nature, working with
Oh yes,
plants and
yes.
animals. So, continue to do that. And also, you have so much information coming to you within your dreams because you said you were
Yes.
doing that clairvoyance. So we have the dreamer here in this deck, which tells me
Yeah.
is a lot
Wow,
about
you did? Because yes, I've always had premonitions. If big life events are about to happen, I will get a dream within a week before it happens. The same thing will play out in real life. So that's wow, that's right on the money there. And I've always been that way.
which is fantastic because now that you're more aware of it, now you can work with it with more intention. That means you can grow even farther, because those two areas, dreaming and working with nature, that is where you're going to get become most skilled with your intuitive gifts. That's where you're going to have the most effort. Well, you're going to enjoy the most is what I'm looking at. So
Oh,
you can
thank you.
do
Yes,
like YouTube videos and things like that. You could find like online workshops if you don't have any type of workshops near you. I know you're in Indiana, so I don't know which part of Indiana, but like Indianapolis, it has in Bloomington,
it's
Indiana, it has a
near
lot
the
of
state
stuff.
line, near Chicago. I live an hour from Chicago over the
Okay.
border.
So you're a little
I
farther up north. Okay. So yeah, I was trying to think of areas I know up there, because I'm also in the
yeah, there's
Midwest, and I
not a
know there's
lot
a
out
lot of
here. Yeah.
intuitive people, like Camp Chesterfield in Indiana as well. That's a potential
I
maybe for
connect
that.
with a intuitive shaman lady in Wales, England, Britain, and some others in England. But we talk a little. But around here, yeah, it's different. This is a little country, small town here. I do a lot of gardening, and I love to go by the water. Water resonates with me, and yes, I do get healing from just gardening. Getting my hands in the dirt. I can. It calms
Continue
me and
that.
heals me, and I've always been in nature's a part of me. It's where I feel home. The most is in nature, and
We
so
only
that's
have a
very
few
true about
seconds
me.
left, Carol. And so I don't want to cut you off, but I do want to tell you before we get off, you do have Archangel Zedekiel helping you with your dreams. So continue to work with him, Mother Mary, Aphrodite, and stick with the earth as well because you'll have more guides coming in to help connect with nature. Okay?